not.
Nah, it's fine. You can stay. We ain't gonna friggin' do
No.
anything about it.
What we should do is just make it a private channel so that no one else can join.
Move up. Move to the thing. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's coming. I
You
saw.
guys have fun.
He is alive.
Oh my god, it's Toe. Oh my god, I'm there.
Yeah. See, you're right there.
Unless you want to be a special guest.
Our first special guest.
Nah, I've got shit to do.
Yeah, like play Wobble Dogs.
Yeah, Wobble Dogs is a great game.
No, it's not. The dogs wobble. Dogs aren't supposed to wobble.
I have a dog, and its name is Bread, and I just throw it through an infinite loop.
Isn't that just animal abuse?
Power World, lol.
Power World does not count.
Yeah, you guys have silly goofy fun.
Okay.
All right, Evie.
Goodbye.
Release me!
Release
Release me!
2 minutes later.
Everyone move, quick, fast. The speed to the secret chat. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Wrecker. Are you gonna sneeze? It sounds like you're trying not to sneeze.
No, it's actually kind of cold in my room.
Oh. Well, you know what would help that,
It's
right?
cold in my room. Starts moaning.
It's cold in here.
It's cold. Yeah, I get real I get the lower the temperature goes, the harder I get.
Bricked up, if you would.
Mm-hmm.
It's just casually like, oh my god, it's Sub-Zero. Lois.
Okay, you know what? I'll do the intro because this is my show, right? Hold on.
Okay.
Excuse. Okay. Fuck! I'm emulating Wrecker. I keep burping. Hello, everybody. You fucking. Who's gonna do the intro?
I can burp on command. Fun fact.
Oh, really did pull out Wrecker for secret sex time? Wrecker, can you confirm?
Wait, you're streaming already?
Yeah.
I hit the button. Did I not?
I'm not seeing what the fuck.
Relaunch it.
We are
Oh, I see it now. Okay, there it is.
That's weird. Is that like my fucking chat box was set up right the first time I ever streamed it, or not really, but like the second time we ever did it, and then it broke again. Like I can't ever fix the chat box correctly. Every fucking time.
We're finally back.
Yes, we are back.
For the past few days.
Past few weeks,
Finally.
2 weeks.
Yeah, like I'm saying past few days that we've tried to do this.
Yeah.
But
We are
like 3 days.
Yeah. We're live. We are here. We are gripping the bass and waving it around like Drake did. And thank you.
Go be snake.
Me and So our podcast discussion episode, as you can see, it says the doom and gloom discussion. What do you think that means? Because I sure as hell don't know what it means.
I'm over here doing my shit.
We're all coming out of the closet at the same time.
So I am actually a fan of pans.
You're a fan of what now?
A fan of pans. I really like pans.
Get away from my cast iron skillet.
Well, it's because like the first time I said it, everyone just fell silent. They looked at me like I was a creature, a demon, a demos. Is Wrecker funny yet? I don't know, Wrecker. Are you funny?
Is right? What?
I'm laughing. Oh my god, I'm laughing so much.
Ah!
Oh no, wait.
It's a lie detector meme. I'm laughing so much.
I'm laughing so much.
Wrecker's pretty funny, you know.
Ah, what the fuck is that?
That's louder.
That's
It's a
the
louder,
same thing.
incorrect buzzer.
What the fuck, Evie? What's your problem? Why would you do that?
I'm not Evie.
No, Evie did that. It wasn't you.
No,
No,
I'm not Evie.
No, it was Evie. Evie did it.
Evie was the one
Fucking
that
Evie,
caused the
dude.
chain
Yeah,
of events.
She snuck
Shame
her
on
way
you,
into the
Evie.
chat.
Shame on
Womp
you.
womp.
Wop wop.
Did you just say
Womp
womp womp? I love that meme.
I would love to be on national television and just pull out Womp Womp out of nowhere.
Okay. Intro. Let's finish the intro.
Well, who said we have to finish it? You know, we could just like set it aside for later. You know?
So what you're saying is instead of finishing the intro, we finish each other. No, I'm kidding.
Yes. You see, he's finally
Okay,
understanding the point of our
Oh, no.
podcast.
Queen of Carrion. That very horrible timing on the follow.
Thank you for the follow,
Thank you
Queen
for
of
the
Carrion,
follow.
but don't.
Go on and follow it. That'd be a bad idea.
You can go ahead and.
Very, very poor timing for my joke.
We're talking about this stuff, and then we get a follower from this nonsense.
Okay,
Yeah, dude.
I guess I'll do the intro. So today's podcast is basically about how the world will end and how we would want it to end. So what do we all think?
Yeah, that's great.
That's-
We're all having nice and fun, and you're just like, yeah, we just want to watch the world burn. You know?
I will burn this planet to the ground.
Before I spend another minute living among these animals.
Living what now?
Amo-
A bug.
Among.
Um. Who the
What
fuck has
is
an Among
going
Us sound?
on?
I don't know, dude. It is.
What the fuck
Here's the
is
thing.
going on?
Record. This is what happens when we do not do this episode for like 2 weeks. We just start
Yeah.
devolving.
This is definitely our
So,
most incoherent episode.
here's the thing.
I think
What happens when we go on hiatus for a month? What do you think happens?
we become idiots.
Yeah.
Oh, as if we already weren't, but
But
No, we become completely insane.
I just like to think that the longer that each time that we do like another podcast, like every next time that we do one, that we just devolve further and further every passing time, like how we have been.
so at a certain point we're gonna become Oog, Grug, Clug, and Bug, and we're just gonna just oh.
But everyone's
Arr.
gonna want to be named Bug, because Bug is the coolest name you just thought of.
Yeah, but Bug is my name.
Oh yeah, actually, can we?
Yeah,
have
you're
a,
Oog, Record.
Can we have a caveman section of the podcast?
Caveman segment.
Where for like for like 15 minutes we just
We- Oh, big rock, big rock. Thanks for the sub. Why are you subbing when we're making caveman noises?
We swing large stone at Ugg.
Oh god.
Oh, you use Twitch money, the Prime sub. Yeah, same thing.
Oh yeah.
It's still a sub nonetheless, so we thank you. Everyone join
Yay.
the thing. Sound badge? Oh yeah, that's right. What's the? Okay, do I like remove Shock Space Toe here? Actually, wait. We'll keep Shock Space Toe, right? Like we'll have him.
Can
Right.
you make his opacity like 10%?
I think I could drop his opacity.
Just
Yeah,
fade
see if you
him
can do that.
out.
Yeah, just
Okay,
fade him
hold on.
out. Yeah.
Hold on, opacity. What is it? Like it fucking OBS. I don't remember.
No, I don't use OBS.
Image mask blend type. Oh, it's the path. I should make it a path of some kind. Not Prime sub? What Twitch money? I'm used. Wait, did you get a Twitch payout? Is what you're saying?
Holy
Did a
fuck.
survey and got $5. Oh, that's cool.
Zam.
It is.
Okay, there we go.
Shark.
Hold
If
on.
you
I
remember this movie, it's Sharknado, and that's the background.
fucking
Is that a shark eating
Sharknado.
a cheeseburger? Why is it like the biggest image on the planet Earth? Why is it so big?
Oh no, it's the background of the actual
Oh,
whiteboard.
that's so cool.
Why did it fuck it up again? Why is it always fucked up when I don't want it to be? It's like Discord just cannot ever stay the right size on my fucking podcast. Zancake.
So what, we're thinking this is gonna be the first world scene, like how the world dies to Zancake.
Yeah, well, I mean, technically the war on drugs could turn into an actual war where I'm fighting you with a nuclear Zancake.
The whole reason the shark is out of water and shit is because it is
Oh.
fueled with the power of a Zan cake.
Hey, cake! I just sent you this amazing cake. You should try it. Blows up.
It's so that's
You
how
should
much.
try.
That's how much I don't like Troy. Shut your bitch ass up, Troy.
Shut your bitch ass up, Troy.
Fucking
Yeah,
nukes, Troy.
in secret, Wrecker is Troy.
Oh, that's why he loves that meme so much. He's like, I remember.
Well, I'm
The
also saying
trauma.
because we're like saying it as if the shark is Troy. Wrecker's
Oh.
fucking image thing is a fucking shark.
Oh yeah. Oh
Wait, hold on.
shit, dude.
Updating
Eh,
Honkai Star Rail because pretty women. Genshin
Eh.
player, thumbs down.
Every time that I
Genshin,
laugh
but
about
space?
Zen Cake, it's just me trauma dumping.
This is so sad.
Hold on,
You
let's
trauma
just-
dumping from past friends that told you to shut your bitch ass up for talking about the Zan cake.
Just like go all the way down, and then you're like sitting in the therapist office. You're looking up at this guy, and you're saying, "It all started 2 years ago. My friend was cutting my birthday cake, but he only went 3/4 of the way down. Why would he do that?"
Is that fucking just a
Sharks and
fucking
chainsaws is
game
how-
of missile?
Sharks and chainsaws is how I'd want to end the world, or have the world end too. That'd be a pretty fascinating way to end the world if it was a Sharknado style event.
Oh
Is
wait,
that a-
oh wait,
is
is
that-
that
Is
that
that
what
just
the
a
guy's
ballistic
doing?
missile? in
It's
a
just a
fucking-
PNG of a nuke on a sand cake. Okay.
They're not even hiding it. They're just like putting a nuke in the sand cake, and you can just see it poking
This
out.
cake is oddly nuke shaped.
Launching ICBM.
It doesn't even look like a Zed cake. It's just a round nuclear bomb, and it just says cake on the side.
Who's stealing all of our nukes? Me with the nuke shaped head.
It's shaped like a fucking it's shaped like a fucking mini nuke from like Fallout.
It's a weird cake. Fallout 3 explosion.
What was the whole.
Explosion
Hold on.
ragdoll.
I'm gonna try and like rein us back in. What was the whole premise of Sharknado? Like what was the lore for the
Shark
sharks being in the tornado?
Tornado
Pick up
shark.
And people are like, no! There's a Sharknado coming from a hurricane.
And
So
then the movie ends?
Yeah, no, I mean I've actually never watched the movie.
haven't
but it
either.
seems-
Also, why is it
seems
called
too silly.
Sharknado when it's a fucking hurricane? Because of the fact that it has
Okay,
water
So
and
here's the thing.
aquatic life in it.
Record, grip, name, oog,
I was gonna say, what did I do?
grip. So think about it like this: Sharkicane, Sharknado. What sounds cooler to you? Like if you were on the news and you're
Neither.
I gotta name this. It's like the Sharkicane or the Sharknado. It's like I'm gonna call it the Sharknado.
Neither.
Grip, you don't do news though, all right?
What would a Sharkano be like?
Volcano shark.
Yeah, just sharks like
You know how
spewing out of the earth.
It shoots the suit and stuff everywhere, right?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
It's like
Right,
it just
I
shoots
propose-
shark bits everywhere.
Shark
I
guts
propose a new
everywhere.
idea, which should be directed by Toe. And it's Porta Potty Tornado, and it's called Shitter Twister.
Shit, there's-
Shitster.
The shitster.
Twist?
Fucking. He's just like at the very
That's-
top of the tornado, like on the
That's a
on the
fucking-
cloud. He's just sitting on top of it.
No, the fucking shitster is a fucking super villain.
The
Wait,
it's
wait,
toe on
Evie,
his villain
you-
arc.
You'd want the world to end with revolutions? What does that mean?
So when the world spins, it's called a revolution. We spin way too fast.
We spin a little too hard.
That's completely wrong. Isn't that rotation? And
No,
revolutions
no.
every time it goes around the sun?
Yeah, it's when it goes around.
No. The
Yeah?
Earth spin, it doesn't rotate, it spin.
What?
Yeah, so it's a double thing. So
Yeah,
revolution is a forcible overthrow of a government or an instance of revolving. So Carrion's right. It is the same thing. It's just we interpret it how we view it. It's
Pretty
eye
sure
of the
it's
beholder.
not, but
eye of the
okay.
reader or
like-
whatever.
What if the world ended by like the stupidest thing? It's just someone clicks a pen and then the entire Earth just explodes.
How would this affect the trout population, you think?
Honestly,
Pretty much.
how would it affect the Trump population if the world just
this
exploded?
Yeah.
this will affect the group chat.
They leaked the group chat DMs. The world's exploding.
But like honestly, if we like went out of the gravitational pull of like the sun, and we moved like any slight bit closer to the sun or further away from it, we would basically like be dead instantly.
As they
Right.
say,
We'll
boys
be
go
on
to
it.
Mars to get more candy bars. Girls go to Jupiter to get crushed by the strong gravitational pull.
Dumb.
Okay,
There's lava
okay,
everywhere, but I
you
still
know
gotta pay my
what?
bills.
You know what? I have an idea. Okay,
This
how about
pizza isn't the only thing that. Okay, Evie. So there's a button I have on my Twitch page. It's called the ban button. I don't
Hey,
want to hear you
also-
ever say this pizza isn't the only thing that's stuffed. I don't.
also Illusion? You might want to fix the chat box because it's
Oh,
cutting off.
I have tried
before.
doing that. Let me like.
Oh, okay,
You guys do your banter and the goofy haha. I'm gonna see if I can fix it.
okay. All right. So my fucking
My
Evie.
belly is okay. That's
Fucking
enough.
Evie.
That is enough.
Yeah.
It just reminds
that
me of
is
I'm
enough.
pregnant with burger. Like,
Stop. I'm pregnant
What does
with
that
burger.
mean?
let me see if I can find that image. It's such a good meme.
Didn't you say that too? It's like
Yeah. I was in M's chat and I just casually said, I'm pregnant with burger.
oh
And
fuck! I
was like,
moved the box too far. Let me like
Oh,
shrink it down a bit.
I think I'm-
Little more.
that was the easiest scroll in my life. Hold on. I need to put this the right way around. There we go. Don't worry, setting up is hard. I hate having two monitors. I need 4 at least.
I wish for cybernetic warfare.
Well, like
I don't know.
Terminator?
I feel like cybernetic warfare would be a little too bland, you know.
I'm just gonna say, damn it.
But it'd be
Uh,
fun. Who
I mean,
put
there
who
definitely
put the
could be,
fucking
like-
who leaked the
I'm
Discord?
I'm pregnant with burger.
What the hell? When did that happen? I don't remember that happening.
I did that quite a while ago. That that happened around like a month, 2 months ago. I think it was 2 months ago. It was when I
Okay.
met Tom.
It was
There, I got it.
it was
Yay!
November 20th, 2023.
I have fixed it. It is fixed. The podcast chat box. A long sentence is truly a sentence of
What?
all longness and time. Dash, Don Spice.
Why can I report the background?
What?
I can report the background.
You
Report
can?
it for copyright.
Yeah, for some reason.
Oh, yeah, or copyright.
After I created that femboy background, they're like, okay, we need to find a way to combat this. No,
must-
okay. Anyway, now
must
that you're
contain-
back, I have a suggestion. Okay, we come up with different situations where the world ends, but we put it on a tier list.
All right.
Yeah, so let's make a tier list and then put it on here.
All right, I got you. Hold on.
Still
So-
cutting
so-
shit off.
Toe throws it back, and the world collapses under the weight of his mighty ass.
Why is it still cutting shit off? Spamming Don Spice. Hold on. I thought I got it fixed. Fuck. Condense it even further. What is that? How many bitches can a bitch get? I know the
Yeah,
answer is
yeah,
several. I
I
know from
almost-
experience. What? Huh?
I almost had a stroke reading that as well. So
It's like
it's fine.
I feel like Evie is like fucking like
Losing it.
the Pepsi is like taking over her brain. It should be fixed now, I'm hoping. It won't cut shit off anymore. Yeah, there. Okay, it's
don't
fixed.
do it. Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
I got it fixed.
What
are you doing? What is that?
Nothing.
Small.
Nothing.
So, anyways, are we gonna rein it all the way back into the doom and gloom discussion, or are we just like goofing off for the next hour?
I mean, we haven't even talked about it for like 15 minutes.
Wait,
yet.
hold on.
Like,
Did you just leak the DMs?
It
That's
was,
from
I'm
a
pregnant
long
with
time ago,
bird.
though.
That's from November.
How come I'm in there
Uh,
twice?
Because it's two different instances that you said it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I am not pregnant with Burger though.
Okay,
But
anyway.
it's clear you clearly said it.
But I'm not. So, rubbing my hands together.
Right, here we go. Funny tier list time.
All right, so who's wanting to talk about their scenario first?
That's a nice tier list. I like that one.
Hey, fucking stay still. There we go.
Okay.
All right,
So
all right.
pretty much what we're gonna do is just make our own, explain what it's gonna be like and the difficulties of it, to the point where it's either gonna be really scary or it's gonna act like a really boring and SCP. So it
So
could be
either a
really
series like a Series 5 SCP or a scary thing.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then the bottom one is pretty much just gonna be like, oh no, ball hit person, now everybody nuke planet.
Okay. Okay. Also, so how are we determining if like our suggestion is a doom type scenario? You know, like does it mean full extinction of all humanity or what?
No, it could be that humanity survives, but it's like a slow degradation of it. Like if you get what I
What
mean.
would cause the world as we know it to end? It doesn't mean humanity dies, but just society and
Like
everything in general collapses.
Okay. 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 100%. 100%. Scariest one out of all of the possible endings is like something from space that is so fast and quick that we can't even like we can't even register it as a threat before it like just destroys us.
The heat death of the sun.
Some no, not something like that because we can kind of determine.
If
No,
the
I'm
sun
talking about like
exploded, we could not do anything about it, dog. It would
yeah, no,
instantly
no,
happen.
but
oh,
we know when it's gonna happen. Like we like scientists would be able to see it and be like, oh, it's gonna happen in this amount of time. So like, and it's gonna be a long time before that happens. So
Eh.
no, I'm talking more like how in space they're like, oh yeah, there's like shit that people look at through telescopes and they can't even see it. We know it's there, but we can't see it. Shit
We
like
get hit
that.
by a
Like
black hole. We
Evie and Carrion
hit
have
by
to
an
have like the
asteroid.
same like brain. They both suggested if the sun exploded, we wouldn't know for 7 minutes.
I mean, no.
Hmm.
So like, what I mean by we would know though is that like okay, so with the sun, right? It goes like through different stages of being
And the
a
chat box is
star.
cut off again.
So like it's at the stage where it is right now, and then it's going to be like a bigger star, and then it's going to turn into like a supernova, and then it
Yeah,
implodes.
yeah, but things could also like processes too that can be sped up by stars gaining more matter. So like say debris fields of like satellites or shit that we've sent up before that eventually like lose our gravitational pull
I
or
mean,
anything like that.
hold on, when it comes to the
Uh,
death of a star, there are two possible factors. The red giant form of a star is the sign that it is dying.
Hmm.
So when it dies, it has one of two options. It turns into a supernova explosion, which is what you are suggesting, or the
Right.
sun or the star instead just burns a lot of its energy and becomes like a neutral star, which it turns into a dwarf star and it is essentially inert. It is just a dead star. The
No.
supernova one though is the one that leads more towards black holes.
So what I'm
yeah.
talking about is more like how there's so much shit in space that we like don't know exist yet. Like there's like imagine if there's something in space that's like really big, but it's moving so fast that we can't even observe it yet.
Hell, hell, isn't
And like
isn't it like still like we don't even know like that much of our own ocean? Like what?
It's it's proposed that we know up to like 5 or 15%.
So like there could easily be like shit that we do not know
I mean, in
about.
2014, we discovered the Cthulhu squid.
well, I
It
was gonna
is
say
like
if it's anything that moves too fast, we're not even gonna notice it anyways. So I don't think it's really that scary because you'll just die then.
You know,
Doesn't
just it'll be
No, I mean, but
instantaneous.
well, I guess yeah, it would be instantaneous. But
If
I
we
mean,
were
I guess
able
the
to,
thought of that kind of doom situation is like the scariest in my
Like,
opinion.
it's
the
like
Because
hypothetically, any second we could just die
Yeah,
because of
yeah,
yeah, like
something
exactly.
that
Like
we
the
literally
thought that
could
all of
never account
humanity.
for.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Exactly.
yeah, like
There you go.
if like
Chances are we
say
mine out all the
say
metal of the Earth's core or suffocate ourselves with greenhouse gases. Yeah, the likelihood of us like destroying ourselves as a species is more
yeah,
likely than any of these scenarios.
but like
I don't think
say
that's the
like
scary fact though, because most humans would probably be in the stars by the time we actually use up the rest of this planet.
yeah,
That's what I
maybe.
think too. No,
But
and also, bro, like here's the thing. The ocean is so unexplored. I bet there's just a bunch of oxygen stored down there.
Yeah, they
that
those
just hasn't
damn
escaped
those
yet.
damn crabs are stealing all of our oxygen.
but yeah, like
Freaking
uh,
crabs.
the only way like the fast like instantaneous type shit would like really like scare a lot of people in my opinion would be like say scientists were like, oh yeah, or like just anyone that does exploration of space, anything like that, and they come up to you and they go like, yeah, the world could easily end within some time within the next 20 years. If they said something like that, then it's like, is it today? Is this when it's gonna happen? Or like just having that constant thought, like yeah, that could be seen as scary. But if it's just like, yeah, we just never know, then it's like, we wouldn't know.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, true, but I don't know. Like,
What were we gonna put the sun explodes by? And where were we gonna put it in, like or boo?
actually, can we do images instead?
Uh,
Like for sun exploding, can we do something like this?
I was like, dude,
That right there. Some.
we can do. I mean,
Yeah.
just remove these.
I've been trying to fix the fucking podcast chat box and it ain't gonna work. I'm gonna have to like
Okay.
do a lot of testing on this shit because it just keeps cutting everything off, and for some reason it's auto locking, or not auto locking, but it's auto resizing whenever I have it set to the like parameters I want it to be at. Like I'll
I-
drag it up a bit, and then it fucking expands out to the right. I don't want it to do that. I just want it to stay like locked. I don't want it to auto
Right.
resize itself.
Right. Okay. I think we should put like I think we should put Sun Explodes like at Plague Inc. because like it is like something that will definitely doom us, but it's going to be in such a long time that like that's not even a worry. At this
Randomly
point,
on
you know?
the topic of Plague Inc., does anyone else find it kind of funny that the prion is a curable disease in Plague Inc.? Like prion diseases, when you catch them, they're not curable. Because it literally is just a matter of like your genetics
Bill-
basically going
Bill
against
is
you.
different.
Like a fast-moving object, like a massive comet. We just put a comet there
For what?
because you said fast-moving
fast-moving.
object.
Oh yeah. We could do a comment or something like that.
Just throw a comet gif in there or something.
Yeah.
That was a ooh.
Okay, so how
Um,
about we turn to more like humanity stuff? Not like
So-
humanity like itself. Like what about things on the earth that could lead to us dying? Things that could
What
The,
are you-
the
Can-
dinosaurs coming
wait,
back
wait,
from
wait,
the
wait.
dead.
First, zombie dinosaurs. No,
zombie. Oh, that'd actually be a movie, dude.
Can we?
Can we get M Night
uh,
Shyamalan on that?
Can we put a Queen of Carrion suggestions on the board?
What, humanity killing itself?
Like either mine all the metal out of the Earth's core or suffocate ourselves with greenhouse
It's a fucking
gases.
comment
So-
again.
Famine?
It
Is
is.
that the word that we should put? Famine?
Or oh yeah, would the image just be like a piece of bread and then like an X on it or something?
I
No,
think when it comes to like stuff that we can find on Earth, I think the concept of a superbug being immune to everything is possible. So no, a superbug in medical terms is a disease that is immune to modern medicine. There's very
Oh, I
few ones
mean-
out there, but they're starting to appear because we keep developing medicine to fight them. So they're evolving.
yeah, and they keep getting keep becoming immune to those things that we're using to fight against them. Yeah,
Yep.
that shit is scary.
I don't
yeah,
have the greatest enemies because the bugs are my worst enemies.
You
You know?
fight terminids. Shut up.
And
You don't
the
fight automatons like us Chads, and we don't. We shoot Army in the head because I don't know why I did that.
the most like feasible things like to this day would obviously be like nuclear war or like the day that AI like fucking becomes evil if
The technological
it was allowed.
singularity. So,
Sorry.
bless you.
Like
They'd be
those
like,
are like
launch all of our nukes. It's like, I can't. I eated it all.
those are the two most like feasible ones like to
Oh,
this day. It's just like, oh yeah, we either
Wait,
blow
is
each
that-
other up.
Rux.
That's just metal ore.
Rux.
yeah,
It's like
I just got
we
like
either
a Terminator gif for the
you know,
robots.
we either blow up or fucking robot take over.
I would say robots is very scary because humans would have to go like underground to try and survive, or find ways to try and kill them off. But eventually, robots will kind of just take over the planet. You can't really stop robots from happening because as soon as
Well,
they figure out how to make themselves, they can't really do
here's the
anything.
thing. If it coincides with us losing out on all the materials, at a certain point the robots will deplete themselves and they won't be able to make any more of themselves.
But I think
Okay,
that's the
okay.
thing. Robots can survive in space for quite a while, so I feel like they would find a way to basically just launch themselves into space to another planet.
And
to
then
Oh,
they
find
get off of
resources there.
Earth and then we have Earth to where wait, no, Earth's dead. Never
Okay,
mind.
before
Yeah.
we continue, let's put these in the where they're supposed to be. So, okay, metal ore or like basically humanity depleting all natural resources.
I think
or not
that's
all, but most.
I think that's highly likely. It's
It's likely, but I'm not really scared of it.
But how would no or like how would like how do you think people would react to that happening? Like do you think or well for sure violence would go up, right?
well, I mean, think about it like
Or
this. When the United States almost declared another debt, like that we were like going to bankrupt ourselves because
Uh-huh.
of the whole we'd reached the debt ceiling with China. Everyone just made fun of it,
Mm.
which would have been a national like emergency because it would have just killed our economy. So I don't know about us running out of material.
And then you also gotta think about the fact that there's like countless landfills that we'd probably like reuse to get some materials back.
That is okay. So, boring SCP.
Yeah,
I
it'd
would
take
say
way
it'd
too
be
long for that
closer.
planet.
Eh,
I'd say it's more boring SCP because it would take way too long for us to run out of resources because we just
Okay.
reuse most of them anyways.
Okay. What about
Like-
greenhouse gases? What do you guys think about that?
that one I think is like a definite because it doesn't seem like we're doing anything to try and reduce it.
I mean, but surely somebody's gonna come up with a solution that like that
Hypothetically,
will
but
improve it. No.
most of that would have to deal with us somehow reusing the gases into something useful, like somehow turning CO2 into like gas, like or like jet fuel or something crazy like that.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that we haven't already like developed something to combat greenhouse gases.
Well, I think the reason for that is because it isn't affecting like individuals as much as because like when you think about it, the most it's affecting is like what like penguins and like polar bears, like shit that regular people or like the regular mass like never has to worry about, you know, because they're not constantly looking at glaciers and being like, ah, shit, that's
I was gonna
small.
say, it feels like once the sea level raises like a couple more inches, then people will start to worry because they'll start to notice that there's less land
Yeah,
that we can build on.
yeah,
'Cause the
no, I
problem
mean
is,
like, sorry, go ahead.
like, the problem is in like 100 years, Venice would pretty much be in the ocean. It'd be a lost city by then.
So
and
wait,
we'd
hang
trapped
on.
in all
You
of it.
say Italy would be in the ocean?
Not all of it.
Good. No.
All right, I'm gonna go turn my truck on now. I'll be back.
No, okay, for sure though. I mean, I do think like once it actually does start affecting people like that, like people are gonna take it like super serious. Then it's gonna be like the number one concern. Everybody's gonna have hands in the project of stopping it or reversing it. You know, things like that. So I think this one goes like either Boo or Plague Inc.
We
One of
will
these
drop
two.
a large ice cube
I put it in
into.
Gloom.
We'll
Really?
drop a comically
Ice
large.
cube.
We'll drop a comically large ice cube in Antarctica every now and then.
Or
Yeah.
we'll build a massive cooler or like a massive
we'll put
AC.
we'll open the fridge and we'll set it out in the Arctic.
We do actually have a machine that like exists that creates like a giant like hexagonal like ice sheet.
Yeah, guys, let's just make.
So
Let's just
so
bring
like
a
I
lot of
think we
ice makers to
yeah,
Antarctica. Problem
it's like
solved.
I think currently we do technically have
Dude,
something that's trying to combat greenhouse gas.
Cold
It's
Stone Creamery would they would be all over that shit. Cold Stone,
I mean,
Brahms,
technically,
fucking Baskin Robbins, Haagen Dazs, they would be all over this. Like dump ice into the ocean, or drop in vanilla bean and like pistachio.
but yeah,
Okay,
like
so Boo or Plague Inc. What do y'all think?
Put in
I think it's
Boo.
Boo. Yeah,
Boo?
Boo's a good
Alright.
one.
Woo.
'Cause
what
it's a lot closer to like the iron thing. It feels a lot
Wait,
closer to the iron thing.
okay, wait, but is it at the same level of scary as like a really fast object just imploding with the Earth?
Yeah, because it's a slow burning thing, which we all might eventually die
Oh,
from.
yup,
Evie's
yup,
right.
true, true.
Drop
Okay.
chocolate ice cream in the ocean.
Bro, that thing won't melt at all.
Them fishies will love it.
All right, okay,
Um,
okay. Next up, it's this, right?
Yeah, robots.
Yeah,
Okay.
robots taking over. Now, I'd have to say this is one thing where they will have to use quite a lot of fuel. So I'd say, in a sense, if it is based on fuel or just electric in general, they're
It-
not gonna have long before everything goes.
I think
because
it
they
should
will-
go here because there's so many variables. Like it should go in Boo because there's so many variables we have to account for in this in this scenario. That what are the robots powered on? What are the robots made out of? What do they look like? How big are they? So on and so forth. Like it's far too open ended for us to reasonably, I guess, be scared of it because oh no, humanity got enslaved by like small robots. Very
oh no, the toaster has held me captive.
What are you gonna do,
The
suck me to
toaster's
death?
fighting back. No,
But,
I
The
mean,
main reason why I say it's scary is because you won't notice it until it's too late.
yeah,
know?
which also like at times you also gotta think like what's part of like another variable is like that this can only theoretically like happen if we allowed it
no,
because
okay. I think the way we should be looking at it as like imagine it's like currently happening. Like how scary is that, you know? Like don't think it might not really happen or that's not really possible or blah blah blah. Think it's happening right now, you know, or you know, like it's guaranteed to happen. How scary is that, you know?
I run at them with grenades like a true helldiver.
I don't have the pin pulled
Fucking
until like grab them.
automatons, bro.
Oh yeah, no, hang on. If it was automatons, they'd be right here in boring SCP. Fucking
Yeah.
socialist robots. They're
Yeah. No,
despots.
Okay, so let's say that AI and stuff did take over and stuff like that, or like how scary do you, or like for example, how cruel do you think they'd be towards humans?
Well, considering if you were to look at the automatons and helldivers, they fucking impale the shit out of them on like fucking wooden stakes and
Well,
shit.
it would depend
Right.
on how we've treated them up until that point, and AI is a meme.
Yeah, it's
So
like
we don't
they,
have respect for AI, so would they have respect
Well,
for humans?
no, I mean, wouldn't it be more determined by the motivations of the AI that's controlling all the robots?
That's true, but it also yeah.
Or
I
wait,
don't have
wait,
a
okay,
word for that.
is it like a situation where it's like one hive mind where like one AI is controlling all robots? Or is it that it's just a bunch of different individual AI that's like working together to destroy humanity?
I'd most likely assume it's a
Evie, did I
hive
make that
mind.
AI?
Well, yeah, because the best tactic is to use the same tactic in most instances. If
Well,
everything knows what
also,
to do, then how are you going to stop it? Because
well,
it's
also
doing the
like
perfect movement every
That's
time.
here's the thing. All of these variables we're talking about, that's why I don't think it's that scary because we have to account for so much for this to be a plausible scenario.
like it would easily have to be a hive mind though because of the fact that it's like uh because if you're going on the thing of like oh yeah they start building themselves
Mm-hmm.
so they would either have to use the same AI that they are or create an entirely new AI to put into that like built robot.
Right. Okay, but either way, I think like the more dangerous part of like this or like situation is the fact that it's like something that's like it's
Oh,
an AI, right? And because like for the most part humans' lives are very very reliant on things like computers and social media and all that stuff. I think that can be very scary because if that situation were to happen, I think it would start with AI being responsible for like humans attacking each other, like starting wars or like causing accidents and stuff
I
that
mean, people are already memeing to death how realistic it looks, so they could use it as court evidence. So it's like there's already signs that it could be leading to some societal problems as it is.
right. Right.
Um,
So I think this one goes in ah
yeah,
because
because
yeah, sorry, go on.
I think I agree with Breck's main case of there is many possibilities, and that's what makes it scary because we will never know what they could do, and that's what scares us the most because they could just instantly get nukes and then hold us all hostage, pretty much,
True.
hold the entire
True.
planet hostage. If one of us goes out of line, the entire planet goes, and they stay alive because they'll have somewhere underground where they'll stay. You know, they're gonna survive all of the fucking bombs. We're not. We're gone. We all burn.
Burn or
Or like just
radiation poisoning.
imagine the chaos that would ensue if like an AI was just like, okay, no more internet for anyone ever, you know?
Hmm.
And they just like turned off internet for
Well,
everyone.
here's the thing. In that scenario, where's the AI housed?
Most
What do you mean?
likely in its original place.
Which
So
is
whoever crafted it in the factory, it will then remove everybody from that factory and start creating itself.
well, I mean, like, where is it housed? Is it like in a server network, or is it in just because if it shut off the internet or like shut off electricity, it would wind up shutting itself off.
Well, what it could do is it could just auto-direct all of the electricity grid to itself, so that it can only control what's being on the grid. You know. So if we tried to plug in something, it wouldn't do anything. But if it plugged in something, it would work for it.
Yeah, I mean, like, no, it definitely could, like, because the great thing about AIs is that it can adapt to a lot of things, right? Like, that's the major things that is useful about AIs is that you can feed it information and it can adapt to work
Exactly.
around that information,
I wouldn't care about
So,
the AI if it was Cortana. I'll be honest.
You'd be too busy stroking your shit.
dude, the things
It's
I
one of
do
those
with
things,
Cortana.
though. With AI, when you shoot one in the head and it dies, the rest of them will try and block their heads or put some type of cover on their heads.
Isn't that
If
like
that
the
makes
whole
sense.
thing with I would this is so fucking stupid, but it's the closest example I can think of. It's like with GTA. In during the Doomsday heist, there's a bunch of AI that Clifford makes, and they're all clones of Avon. But as the difficulty progresses, they start behaving differently. Like they'll start taking cover, they'll start wearing heavier armor, they'll start shooting for your weak points. Like
Yeah.
they adapt to how the player plays.
And
Yeah,
in that sense, it's very scary to me because you have to use a new tactic every time. Once that tactic stops working, you're fucked.
yeah, and
You have to
also
figure out
like
new one.
imagine if robots do or if AI do have like human shaped like skeletons and like they have these exosuits or whatever. Like they're robots like in Terminator. If that is the case, imagine how fucking terrifying that is because not only are they really smart and know every single form of combat or know every single form of torture that exists or they know how to manipulate human beings into acting how they want. Like they could like just like be completely OP compared to us.
Or the
It,
matter of fact that they could overpower the entire population of humanity in the space of a week.
exactly, yeah. Yeah, and
Um,
yeah, like I think it's very scary actually. So I'm leaning towards either ah or scary on this one.
I'm gonna put I'd say
Ah,
put
all right, sweet.
I don't know if Legion or Grip agrees.
I don't think it's that scary, but it's that's just because I interpret the amount of possibilities it has as being
Mhm.
not scary. Like the
Hmm.
variables that are present here are just not that scary.
How about we consider the worst though? Like let's go with worst case scenario. You know, like let's say like like it's a bunch of different AIs working together to destroy humanity, and it's because um it's because they really hate us and they think that the world would be better off without us. You know, so their goal is just exterminate. You know.
Yeah, they think they're lesser than us. So think of like something like Hooks in a sense. That type
Mhm.
of scary.
Hux isn't scary.
Like if it's something like that,
No, like in
right?
a sense of what the character wants to do is just exterminate because it thinks it's better than us. It thinks that it's the perfect being.
if the AIs that we're fighting against or whatever, if they hold hatred towards us, then that would be brutal, you know, because they would like, you know, they would kill your family in front of you, like just for the kicks of it. They would, you know, like torture us to death, you know, like that would be fucking terrifying right there.
They would probably
Okay,
like
now I really
create.
want a movie about
Yeah,
Robocop.
hold on, Evie. If you read Hugs's backstory, the sentience that he gains does tell him that he is a better or he is a better creation than any human ever.
I'm gonna go pee real quick, maybe.
That'd be a
Uh,
really cool movie though. A cult which is just based up on robots.
the other thing that like probably eventually like the AI or some shit could possibly like learn better ways to preserve people just to prolong
But
suffering if it hated us
Hmm.
to prolong just like uh there's like the whole fucking thing where it's like you can like basically stimulate a person's
robots would
brain,
kill, not torture. But they're talking about AI styled robots where they are controlled by intelligence, not just programming.
but they could
Also, I'm gonna pull a record real quick. I need to pee as well.
they could easily like put like a some sort of like torture like sensory torture just there's many different forms they could just stimulate your brain with torturous effects but never like enough to kill you.
Hmm. Oh, I was gonna suggest to them, what if the situation is kind of like the People Playground, where they just casually want to find newer and newer ways to kill people, just for the enjoyment of it. Because that would be more scary to me, is that they're trying new tactics and trying new ways to see which ways they could prolong our death. It just,
Just the guinea pig method.
yeah. Because what's the one thing that humans do? We built torture ropes to have that sense of pride whenever we are hurting someone. And then we also use it for information, because the robots are going to find people, use them for as much information as they can before they kill them. Because robots are all about information and all about learning. So as soon as they figure out that we're trying to live underground, they're going to find homes, they're going to destroy the homes, then they're going to search under the homes to see if anyone has a bunker built. If they don't find it, what they'll do is they'll just throw gas in there to see if there's anyone having hidey holes or something. You know?
Yeah.
That's what really scares me, is the fact that slowly they will learn about new ways to just get us out of places. It's kind of like what I'd say like the rabbit theory. A farmer goes out and he has three rabbits. One of the rabbits hide in a hole. One of the rabbits go in his own farm, like farmhouse, and then another rabbit hides in a tree. Which one does he find first? Obviously, the rabbit in the hole, because he found the hole. But he can't get the rabbit in the hole because it's already down there. So he goes look for the other rabbit. It's in his farmhouse. He's not going to go for it because there's too much in his farmhouse to try and find it. So he finds the one in the tree. He shoots the one in the tree. But then he slowly learns, oh, if I can shoot it, what happens if I try and shoot the one in the farmhouse? So he now goes searching around the farmhouse with a shotgun, stuff like that. It's not the most uh, normal theory, but it's one of those where you casually just go out there and think, if you throw a bomb, then you throw another bomb, you're gonna throw it in a new location to see what happens. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Why is
Back.
Troy
Maybe
down
I'm
here?
Why is Troy down here?
Why is there a Troy?
Okay, so which one are we on now?
We're still talking about it because I
Oh,
basically
okay.
had like I explained grip, like I couldn't remember the full thing, but it's basically called the rabbit theory, where you always test new things to see how you kill stuff.
Yeah.
So what I
Yeah.
explained is the robot would basically destroy the home. If it can't find anyone in the home, it will then check the basement, and then it will use gas to try and find if there's anyone still in the basement,
Mm-hmm.
or if there's any hidey holes, because then it would use the gas to see where it's going.
Yeah, dude.
Because that's another thing. If you've ever watched War of the Worlds, they'll most likely have like probes and stuff like that, which you wouldn't see, drones and stuff like that. That's just in the air, casually.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Basement?
all of
Whatever.
humanity would become like like they would isolate themselves. They would, be afraid to go outside, shit like that, you know.
Yeah, you would never be able to go outside on any normal day ever for the rest of your life. Pretty much, you'd be stuck on the ground. So if you ran out of food, you're either going to die for starvation or you're going to die out
Mhm.
there. So
Yeah.
most people are going to try and fight for their survival.
Yeah,
But
dude.
eventually, it's just going to become useless because
And
we'd starve.
like the scary thing about dealing with those guys too, like with dealing with like robots like from Terminator and stuff, is like the fact that they can be so cold, so calculated, and like you can't really do anything to shake them off of that mindset, you know?
Mm.
Like you can't be like, yo Siri, freak out right now, or like be scared, you know? Like you're not gonna be able to do that with those robots. Like you're not gonna be able to like tell them, or like because with another human being, you can
There's
tell
no
them stuff.
reasoning.
You can make them anxious. You can you can tell them something that you could lie to them and like have them believing these other things. But with these robots, like they're not gonna be like, you know what, I think you're right. No,
There's
like
also
you're
another
not gonna be
thing
able to.
of they're not going to believe in mercy either. So they would honestly just shoot a kid for no reason
Oh,
at all, other
oh
than just
yeah,
killing it.
yeah,
You
dude, they
know,
would like, yeah, they would experiment with torture methods as well, like see what works best, you know?
yeah.
Like,
But we do need to move on because we've been on this subject for like a while.
okay,
It's
okay.
already been 52 minutes.
I'm down, I'm down. I
Dinosaur.
mean, 30 of those minutes was us just goofing off for a bit, so it's fine. Okay, next
Apparently,
up.
Wrecker, you are Minecraft and slow typing, according to Evie.
Okay, and you're British, so check and made.
Aw.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Friendly fire will not be tolerated.
Oh
I
my
know, right?
god.
Now
I
I'm going
mean,
to
it
design
is
an
what we're
AI that
held under.
destroys the entire planet. Anyway,
No, design an AI that destroys only Wrecker.
any guys with the name Wrecker gets absolutely destroyed.
As long as you give me some lube first, I'll be fine. So okay, so
We're sending
let's
Toe
talk.
in.
Let's talk. Let's talk about the one that the really obvious one that we should have talked about from the get go, right? Zombies. All right. How do we feel about those?
Oh,
Once again,
okay.
are we imagining worst case scenario?
Worst case scenario. Yeah.
They
World
go
War
in.
Z zombie.
They're going in boo. I don't think.
Boo.
Okay, as much as
Wait,
hold on. As much as I love zombies, I don't think they'd actually be able to overpower humanity.
okay, but what about dying light zombies?
Like I said, worst case scenario. We have to think of what the worst instance of zombies is, and if I have to think about that, I'd have to say it'd be the flood. Which in that case, it's not a fair comparison because that would be scary because it would just wipe us out.
Well, no,
But
in a technical sense, zombies is an infection. I think the flood is actually just a spore type.
it is technically an infection.
No, no. So like spore types, like
So
with the
here's the
Last of
thing.
Us and all
Here's
that
the
stuff.
thing.
We'll
We need to
we'll
set
make
up
that count.
a. Here's the thing. We need to set up a limit. Where is
How,
the like infection limit
how
of the
about
zombies?
how
Because like we can't. If we're
That's the
if
one we're
we're
going with.
if we're trying to set up this as being, I guess, just a worst case scenario, then it could get really over exaggerated.
what about Half-Life Zombie?
Head crab zombies?
Yeah.
I don't
I don't
know,
think they
because like
infect
the
that
head
shit.
crabs are technically aliens.
Well, the main reason I'm like talking about it is uh the fact that
I kind of think we should go with what Cake said. Like dying light zombies might be our best reference
Because
because
you have
it's the most realistic that I can think of that isn't
I mean
also completely stupid.
No,
I
okay.
mean more
How about instead of choosing one that already exists, let's make the zombies ourselves, okay? So like let's
Well,
say
I'm saying this because we need to build it off of a reference. Because if we
well
tried to
yeah
make our own zombies, then Like
then
we
then
could.
they get really stupid.
No, no, no. I'm saying like just the basic stuff. For example, they can run, right? Because that would be worst case scenarios in a zombie apocalypse if they can run,
I think
right?
I think World War Z zombies would be like the most kind of accurate because
Not really, because they have that tendency of ignoring people who are sick.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So World
mean
War Z zombies without that thing where they ignore people who are sick.
because like normally like unlike how like
Wait,
Dying Light has like virals where it's like fresh infected people that can like still climb and shit. Uh World War Z doesn't really have that kind of form, but they instead like most of the normal zombies, they instead of climbing something, they basically like pile onto
What
something
about?
until they
Here's an
eventually
idea.
get up because they pile each other.
We could do the green flu from Left 4 Dead, but we take out the special infected. Like that would be the unrealistic modifier because the green flu, like zombies, they're like that. They're smart. They can like climb shit, but they can't do basic tasks like open doors.
I was gonna say there's one of the zombies which I feel like would be more of a sensical one, which was the 28 Days Later series.
Oh, the rage virus.
Yeah, because technically in an infection, you would still have somewhat brain functionality, so you'd still be able to run, in a sense.
Evie says if zombies are brainless, it wouldn't be an infection; it'd be a parasite. No. So when it comes to like, we're going to like allow the zombies
Like
to be either or. So
like
it could
the
be either an
cordyceps.
infection or a parasite
The
because
cordyceps keeps
either
them
way,
alive.
yeah, either way, if it's one human attacking another human in that form where they're like biting them and like trying to eat them, then we'll allow it.
Blood
I was gonna
spores,
say
cordyceps, they're still technically zombies because they're reanimated undead.
the
Right.
closest we have to an actual zombie virus on our planet would probably be rabies,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's
That's
afraid
the
of water.
closest thing.
Well,
Yeah.
there's also the fucking cordyceps fungus that only affects ants.
Yeah, but that's not
Yeah, but
that.
that affects ants. The closest that affects humans, and still
Yeah,
Uh,
mostly
he's
affects
basing it
But
off of like what affects a human, which would in fact be
but but
rabies.
but also the cordyceps don't affect the dead ants. It affects live ants and it makes them
yeah, because
In
work
if
in
a
you
odd ways.
Well, hold on.
it,
In a
it
sense, it does kill them because it takes control of the ant, and they just behave as a host.
yeah,
Yeah, but
it
they're not dead. It
well,
does like
Are
take
they?
control of the
Hold
ant.
on.
so
I don't
what
I'm
think so. I
ac-
happens?
don't think
I'm
they
actually
So
die until they're like
curious. Hold on.
I don't
when
I
when
don't
a
Cordyceps.
cordyceps ant gets infected, or like when an ant has cordyceps, it slowly saps away the nutrients of the ant, but also compels the ant to climb as high as possible, so that when the cordyceps fungus like fully blooms and all that, that it's
Mhm.
able to spread its spores as far as possible to infect other ants. The reason why it
Right.
can't affect dead ants is because there's no nutrients to take from the dead ant.
Yeah. So
Hold on.
it's not exactly a zombie thing, you know.
So,
yeah.
Well,
Ophiocordyceps is a genus of Ophiocordyceptacea. So essentially, it is an offshoot of cordyceps that causes zombie ants, and all it is concerned with is just spreading.
yeah.
So
Okay,
it
okay.
hold on, I'm reading it. Let's see. Fungal cell population grows beside the ant's brain and secretes an array of metabolites which takes over the CNS. Okay, so it doesn't kill the ant. It just like it hijacks their brain. So it doesn't it so then by that definition, does the Last of Us cordyceps does that kill humans or does it just infect the brain and like force them to do things they don't want to do?
I
I don't I don't know how the cordyceps of Last of
So
I'm
Us
pretty
works.
sure it kills
I
them.
it,
I would
it
probably still go for rabies because it's just more of an interesting way to go. Cordyceps is one of those things where it's just a fungus infection that just wants to spread, whereas rabies is something that just constantly wants to attack.
I'd rather die by something that has the word fun in it than something that has the word virus in it.
but
Okay, dude.
but yeah, the fungus does kill people in Last of Us. It's
Oh, okay.
just the the main reason that the fungus like
I,
kills people in Last of Us is the clicker, for instance. Its fucking head is like split apart by the
hmm.
fungus
Right, yeah.
and like shit like that. So it's like if the person was still alive, then if the fungus ever like died off of it or anything, then that person's fucking dead.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, if we were gonna make a realistic zombie, it would try and eat everything, not just humans. It would try and go after everything that has nutrients, so it would probably try and eat other animals. Because technically, what would a virus want to do? If it took over the body and said, "I need to eat," it would find the closest thing the human knows
Well,
what to
here's
eat.
the thing with that. Like most zombie infections, they revert humans to primal stages. So yeah, they would just eat everything they come across.
Or what if it's like a situation with like the parasites thing, because because like the cordyceps, or that cordyceps that affects ants, it won't try and infect other animals, because it can, you know.
It wants
So
to
like,
spread, but it also has to be like realistic about its host, which is just
Uh,
ants.
yeah, so they're like, because cordyceps like cannot at all affect humans, like it just can't, right?
I know, but
Because
that's not the
Unless
thing.
it's somehow ever evolved to
Which
be able
well,
to.
here's the thing: the concept of a superbug. Who knows? Maybe it applies to fungus as well.
It's just kind of that thing though. Cordyceps only wants to spread, and it doesn't go to anything else to try and do that. It just goes to the highest point. So it'd probably die off very quickly, even then.
okay, zombie situation, right? Okay, let's figure out our zombie
All right,
type. Okay.
let's just go back with what you were saying. They can okay, so it's a virus. It makes
Uh-huh.
them run, like they can run, they
Yeah, they
can
can run.
climb. They
They can
can't
climb.
it basically initiates low level brain function. So they can't, open doors, they can't talk, but they can
If it,
run and they can climb. Those are like the two big things.
Okay, what about worst case scenario though? They can hide from us, or like they can,
Well, no,
or
no,
not
like
hide
I'm
from us, but they can like
play
hide
dead.
and ambush us.
You mean
Well, the
play
thing
dead?
is, as well, they would also get exhausted after a while. So you'll most likely find that there'll be a point where they sleep, which is when we go out, because then we can start killing them off.
Oh,
would
okay.
That's
Well
that's
then, how
actually a
about
really good point.
would
how
these
about
zombies also have uh like fast decay of body or anything like that? Because
wait. Okay,
No,
how about instead then we do I Am Legend type zombies, where they sleep during the night, or no, where they're out during the night and then sleep in dark areas during the day.
no, because it wouldn't make sense.
How not?
You,
Or why not?
Those are vampires, aren't they?
No.
They're vampire zombies, if I'm not
No, so
mistaken in I
no,
Am Legend.
so
but
you know how in
remember,
I Am Legend there were the
I've never
zombies
watched
and
it. That's why I'm saying I
oh,
could have sworn
okay.
they were
yeah,
vampire
Okay,
zombies.
so
we're trying to make
basically,
it as human as possible, and it's going to maintain the human aspect, which means it's going to have a clock time, which means it's going to wake up at specific times. So you never know when one's going to be awake and when's not, and one's not going to be awake. It's
I
one
mean,
just one of those
but
things where we go out at night because
wouldn't
that's
that
primitive.
wouldn't that not matter if they were dead though?
Why wouldn't it? They have energy, they need to sleep it off. Remember, when you get infected by a virus, but you cannot control your own brain, it's taking up your brain and your intelligence, so it remembers the clock, so it will sleep to try and keep energy for the next day.
Mm.
So it will most likely be sleeping at night, but they'll
I
still leave
think
others awake because
here's the
someone
thing.
like me
Us
never
trying to
sleeps.
design this is not like turning out very
Yeah.
well. I think it
Okay.
goes here.
I still think though that we should still be thinking worst case scenario.
I
Worst case
am.
scenario being that they can stay awake all night.
Well, yeah, that is the worst case scenario, and the fact that if you think of me, who rarely ever sleeps, I go up to 4 a.m. If a viral infection went like that, infected my brain, that zombie would also be up till 4 a.m. still hunting because I have that energy for that night. So it will just maintain that constant cycle of just sleeping, not sleeping, sleeping, not sleeping.
the
Okay. So they can run, they can hide, they do sleep. They don't have like superhuman strength or anything like that,
No,
right?
they're
Just
they're
normal
they're
normal
bas-
human
they're
strength.
just infected humans.
Okay.
They will literally be the strength of who you are. So if you had a buff person
Uh-huh.
infected, they
the
will be very strong.
Okay. How? So the infection spread, like, okay, somebody gets bit. How long
Yeah.
until they get infected or like they turn into a zombie? Like 30 30 seconds.
Well,
a
a
minute?
usual infection in the real life terms is about 1 to 2 days.
My anthrax.
Let's go with
Oh,
a
okay,
1 day
okay, well-
infection period.
One day for worst case scenario. Yeah. Okay. 1 day infection, and then
Well, here's
What,
another
what
thing.
about what about
Methods
their
of
durability?
transmission. Methods of transmission. Like how would like how does it spread? Is it just through biting or is it airborne?
Biting
So
blood.
biting or blood, yeah. So if you get
Okay.
zombie blood in your body, then you're done for,
Or
right?
consumption of infected flesh if you
Yeah,
really got desperate and you tried to eat one.
Yeah.
MFW when I'm Kuru.
Yeah. Okay.
Technically, even in the blood, rabies does also have like some type of effect on the mouth to spread it that way.
Uh-huh.
And that's why we know that from zombie movies, is because they based most zombies off of rabies or the
I
original
mean, that's
zombies.
why foaming at the mouth is a warning sign in animals.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So okay.
So we'll just say
Yeah.
we'll say bodily fluids and like direct contact, like blood or scratching, or biting
Right.
or scratching.
Okay. For their durability, should we say that they're alive until their brains destroyed, or
Like likely, it's going to be one of those things where they either die from starvation or they die from exhaustion. Exhaustion.
So
okay.
they have like
Obviously,
standard human durability.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
thinking of it
Sweet.
as an actual human. You got to
Okay.
think of it as a human basically just being rampant, trying to bite people.
Okay, and now worst case scenario, we'll go with a scenario where at least one person in every major city of or like okay, at least one person in every city in the world becomes a zombie at the exact same time.
There's an
Right?
infected person in every place, is what you're saying.
Sure, right? And they all turn into a zombie at the exact same time. How do you think it's gonna go?
Uh, Most likely people won't notice until it's too late, and then it will start spreading through food in most countries.
Okay.
Water supply might be affected as well, because it might be the infected person is like, "Oh, this drink is nice. Why don't you try it?" Blah blah blah.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah,
Or
Okay, so
humans
third
are a
world
very
country.
social like species, so the infection rate of us, because we're just social like that,
Okay.
it's a pretty high like transmission rate.
and then
You
there's
also gotta think,
also
throughout
there's
this
also
day, they're touching door handles. They're touching pretty
Oh,
much anything.
true.
So
Bodily fluids get everywhere.
if someone accidentally touched the keyboard of the infected person and then ate food, that infection's now in, and they can't stop
Well,
that.
hold on. We relegated it to bodily fluids.
Yeah. No, I think the infection doesn't happen until either blood is ingested or it enters through a wound
Well, you
or
gotta think, there's obviously gonna be signs that the person's there, so it's most likely they'll be like sneezing or trying to do something with their body to try and spread the infection more.
yeah. Okay, I can see that. I can see
That makes more sense, but like touching a
but if it's
keyboard,
okay.
Well, yeah,
So
because you still have it on your hands. You might be coughing on your hands.
okay.
Stuff like
By the
that.
way, can we agree that if this were to happen, the United States would just be fine?
with
You
how
know?
rampant like gun ownership is here, yeah,
Yeah,
we would survive
yeah,
it.
yeah, we would prosper with how many, like, dudes, there's so many citizens that have just massive deposits of fucking weaponry. I think the US will be completely okay. Like, I think they'll have to like, I think they'll treat the zombie virus like, oh man, this common cold or something like that, you know?
they'll treat it like a fucking shooting range.
Yeah,
The only
dude,
problem I can
exactly.
see is the
Full
government will
shooters, more
most
like
likely
zombie
try.
shooters. Now you
The
can
worst
actually
possible
take
thing
your
I could
violence out.
see,
Get rid of the infected.
yeah, the worst possible thing I could see is that the government will go, well, that was fun. Time to weaponize it. You know,
The the other
Well,
thing like with
I
spreading
actually
is
don't think that's the case. I don't think they'd actually try and weaponize something like that.
Yeah, and
oh, they
also
weaponize
no, I
everything.
think I think they'd be too busy trying to like put out fires in other countries first, like cuz okay, like third world countries or really populated areas with like very little like protection are going to be like huge like feeding grounds, you know? So like imagine like a really populated city in China that where almost nobody has like weapons for defending themselves, like one person could bite like a shitload of people and then the next day there's gonna be a lot more zombies who are biting other
Infection
people.
infection breaks out in London.
Yeah, no, so
Infection
like
breaks out anywhere in India.
so like I think even though the US is gonna be fine, they're either gonna focus on completely isolating themselves and making sure that like our country is fine, or they're gonna like send troops out elsewhere to like help people, like because in third world countries they're gonna need help. It's gonna be
Oh
like
yeah,
a huge disaster for villages and small cities like that.
Asia is most likely going to be the most affected
Oh, for sure.
because
Yeah.
Asia is the most compacted area on our planet,
Mm-hmm.
at least from what I know. Like India, Japan would be a really hard way to live
Mm.
because in Japan there's technically not anywhere to run. Like
With how their land mass and their overall design of their cities
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
the likelihood of the infection breaking out and like becoming a national emergency for them is just so incredibly high.
Yeah.
Just
And
go
also
just go
countries
to
with like
Russia.
very vast lands and
Fucking Russia.
Like
like
like one half of Russia, there's like barely anyone that lives on that
You
half of
mean you
Russia.
mean live in Siberia?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go to
So-
Siberia, everyone.
so with countries that have like very horrible weather conditions all the times, like I think that's gonna be good places to be at for a zombie because like a zombie's gonna like
Did you
they're
just unironically advocate for living in the UK?
no, so what I'm saying is like being in the desert is going to be way better than being in a populated city because
Or being in a
the life
tundra.
expectancy for one of the zombies is gonna tank like at least half of life expectancy for one of the zombies because of the like huge or the high temperatures. Um so I think those areas would be fine. Yeah, so I think it'd be a boo, because it'd be really bad, but it wouldn't be the end of the world.
It would bring humanity down quite a few people. Few
Yeah.
million.
Right.
The biggest thing would be like if a like infected person was like, I'm a drown myself in the fucking water supply.
Mhm.
First off,
Then
fuck
that
you. Secondly, fuck you. I was thirsty.
yeah, it's
Okay,
like that becomes a problem because then it's like, oh yeah, the entire like water supply is then like tainted.
right. Oh, okay. So actually, never mind. Should we lower it? It's
It
like boring because it wouldn't be the end of the world. It wouldn't be a doom situation.
it
I
would
put it in Plague Inc.
yeah, put it in plague. Just leave it there. It
The-
has it has potential, but it requires people to be hilariously incompetent. Which as
It-
bad as humanity is, like I don't think that
Yeah,
would ever
dude.
happen.
it-
Yeah,
it's
dude. Like
really
even my mom has a gun.
it's
Like we'll
really
be
funny.
totally okay.
It's really funny because there is like a Plague Inc. like game thing, like a game mode that is just the zombie apocalypse.
Mhm. Okay,
Well, I just
so
mainly say Plague Inc. because it's curable. It's not a thing that's going to destroy the
Yeah.
entire planet.
what
That's why I
about
put it
what?
on.
Okay, what about the next one? What's gonna be the next doom?
We could just like kind of play into zombies again and just go general sickness, like
Or
just a
just
disease.
Okay,
once again
actually,
dinosaur.
I have a.
Well, we already technically have that,
I
and
mean,
we
we could
survived
do we have
COVID, so I'd
dinosaurs?
probably just put that in Boo.
We,
Dinosauromon.
oh, okay,
Dinosaur.
okay. I have another recommendation.
Oh.
Okay, so what if tomorrow, like all human beings were no longer able to have children?
Oh, so we just become sterile?
Exactly, exactly.
That does not stop me from playing D&D. I'm fine.
Yeah, okay,
I'll
Warforged.
my D and D child or my D and D character.
You
will have
listen
some of
here,
its own.
Warforged. You show respect to the humans.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. What if we do
Soulless
that?
robot.
So
I'd technically say that should be fine, because one of the things is we also have loads of sperm banks, is for one.
Well, here's the thing.
And-
If we become sterile, do you think in vitro would ever work?
No, but we
Ooh.
have test tubes.
Okay, so in vitro in vitro fertilization is a form of pregnancy wherein which fertilized eggs are placed into a woman.
Oh, okay. No. So like I'm saying like from that day onward, every human from like the species human beings is like sterile. Like no, like doom 100%. Like there's no going back from that. You know, like
So if you were pregnant at the time of it, is it a miscarriage or like what
no, no, no.
happens?
You still have the baby. You
Oh,
still have the
okay.
baby. But
So
after that,
there's a
So you're
literally
saying you can still have a
everybody
baby?
no longer has the
Okay.
ability to conceive a child.
but
But can you still grow a baby? Is what I'm saying.
can we grow
Yeah,
babies?
no, no, no. You can.
Okay, so we have sperm banks then. We have
No,
other ways of
no,
getting
no.
DNA.
Okay, okay, sure. But eventually, the healthy sperm and the healthy eggs
Eventually,
will
we
deplete.
will run out of cum.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I'm pretty sure we'll run out of the eggs before we run out of the cum. But
We-
okay.
I don't know,
We
man. like,
I feel
you
feel
let
like
me in
the
there. There will be no cum in that bank.
I-
I knocked it over.
In no
Oh,
way.
man.
Inflation just got inflated. Damn.
Inflation
Damn.
rates go up 100%.
but I feel like if it ever came to that,
So wait, hang on. Are you saying we can't produce sperm, or are you saying like our sperm is just sterile and it just has
You
no
shoot- you
reproductive
sh-
No,
capabilities?
no, not
shoot
just
it
our
out.
sperm, but also females are
So
no
they
longer
can't
able
produce
to.
eggs.
They can't produce eggs either, or they can, but like
So
it
males.
doesn't work.
So no. Do males have functioning sperm, or is there no sperm at all? But here's what I mean.
No, we
Is
have
does-
sperm. It just doesn't do shit. You know.
Why?
just
Why
doesn't
is it a
do it.
squid?
I mean, I was trying. Okay, do you want sperm? I can.
No.
find some
The
sperm.
squid's fine. The squid's fine. I was just poking
Okay,
fun
okay,
at it.
okay.
I'd rather
Could've
have a
just, like-
squid than
You
sperm.
could have just put like a
Okay, what
bunch of
about this?
glasses of milk.
Can you give us? Hold on. Can you do Badlands Chugs when he's like staring at a boot of like? Hold on. Hold on.
But
Badlands Chugs cum boot.
No, I'd say we still have quite a lot of time before we obviously run out. So I feel like we might find a new way to try and conceive children.
um,
Um,
my thought is like we would get to the point because like we are technically at a point where you're able to grow the like a fully functioning like creature off of just its DNA.
yeah,
So
we might kinda bring
that's
dodos
my
back and
thought.
So it will most likely be that scientists will find a way to basically just use our cells as a way to rebuild a new human.
Oh, okay, but the thing that I'm saying is like it's like doom apocalypse scenario, right? The reason why I'm saying that is because one, that kind of like cloning technology or that technology where we, create humans out of just DNA, right? Like it's not so advanced as to where we can reproduce enough human beings
here's
like
another
we
thing
would need, right?
about that,
But-
like the whole
but-
DNA thing.
Oh,
If it's cloning current DNA, then they'd still be sterile.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, so, but not only that, like, how will the public react to figuring out that they can no longer have children? Like, how will everyone react to the fact, like, hey, we can't have children anymore?
I feel like a lot of people in the
Yeah.
current day may just be like, meh.
It would lead to an increase in promiscuity, which could lead to an increase in unsafe sex, which would lead to an unprecedented spread of stuff like HPV and HIV and hepatitis.
Okay. Yeah, for sure, it would totally do that. But then also, children will be born into a world where they can't even have children. Like they'll be born into a world where the parents are telling them like, "Hey, you're not gonna be able to have a child, no matter how hard."
They
you work."
explain the birds
Look.
and the bees, and they follow it up with, "Yeah, but none of this really matters."
Yeah.
Look,
It's so-
Timmy, you're not going to be able to have children. I'm sorry to tell you, but your dick don't work.
No!
It's like the Darth Vader level of no.
Oh my god! I just realized, like, like a lot of like Trojan, they'll go out of business. Like for
Oh,
sure.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
No
I didn't even
more.
think of it.
No more
Trojan.
school. No, I don't
Yeah.
want to go to school.
Yeah, no, but then like Like, oh man, this would actually be so poggies because there wouldn't be any more like baby showers. There's no more gender
This would be
reveals.
so poggies.
Like pediatric doctors
well.
would just no longer be needed.
Are you saying-
Daycares
are you-
wouldn't exist anymore.
Are
You know what that
saying
means,
they're
right?
going to remove the disabled toilets?
The pregnancy wards would be turned into like cooler parts of the hospital.
Dude, in 21 years, pedophilia would no longer exist.
I
I feel
okay.
like people would just
You
go
kinda-
turn into rape.
uh,
There's nothing that they can do about it. They're not going to get fucking affected by it because guess what? There's fucking nothing coming out your dick, bro.
Okay, but still, like
So you're
it would-
saying that
it would
the end of
essentially get
or
rid of like yeah, exactly.
human sterilization cures it.
Yeah, except they'd have to wait 21 years for,
Uh,
for that to
They-
for that to happen.
They and the thing is like you
Well,
create a
here's the
bigger
thing.
problem. You create a bigger fucking problem because if we figured out that just everyone went sterile and all that, and like if a pedophile like saw a kid, it's like, oh, this might be the last time I could possibly do this. And then they
No,
fucking
don't
kidnap
say
them.
that.
Okay,
They fucking kidnap
Well,
them
because you
and
say
then
that.
do it
Here's the
every
thing.
fucking day.
You know, you say that, and guy, do you really think we should be talking about this on the podcast,
No,
No.
not really.
motherfucker?
Okay, let's just say in any sort of doom situation, people will like be more likely to like give into their darker side. Okay, we'll say that. But
Well, yeah, like
yeah, I mean
zombies,
that for sure would happen. But
that
like, what-
zombie is not going unused.
all
Anyways,
right, okay. So first we go with pedophilia, then necrophilia. Let's see what other thing you can talk
all
about.
right, let's rack up the charges. Let's get banned off Twitch.
Man, I love blood. I love blood.
I love blood.
Fucking
Okay.
Hemophilia is not comparable to anything else.
Okay, next level or next Doom level
Dino
situation.
I think we'll leave it here, like right here in Boo. The possibility of human sterilization as a race, and we'll leave it with that image.
Yeah, my argument for it's kind of
So-
poggies like really swayed you there, huh?
Well, you
What-
said here's the thing, it could happen is the startling thing because of the concept of prion disease. Because
What about the
prion disease
concept?
is just protein misfolding, so it literally just digs holes in your brain. So
What about the
hypothetically, that
concept of
could just
rapture?
Huh?
What about the concept of rapture?
Ooh,
Like a
okay,
biblical
okay,
scale of
that's an
him?
interesting.
I
That's an
Yeah.
interesting
I actually
one.
think that'd be scary because we can't account for how it would go down, ever.
Yeah, but also no one would go to heaven. Like just children, and like
Yeah, but
because
you gotta think.
everybody is evil
Every-
in their own sort of way, you know.
Everyone who is good is gone, which means everyone who is evil is most likely going to be even more evil, in that sense, because they
Right.
know that they didn't get taken to heaven, so they might as well go to hell.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
there's no reason.
I'm
to,
going
like,
to hell.
yeah.
I'm going in a blaze of glory.
Because that rapture event has already happened. There's not going to be coming back from that. So you might as well just take it in your evil side, start killing everybody. You know, that's the scariest part, and probably the scariest thing, because out of all of these things, no matter what, a human killing another human is probably one of the scariest shit ever, because we're as intelligent as each other. And especially when more and more people get more and more evil, we'll basically just become like what? Kind of just dull to the entire thing. Everyone just kills for the sake of killing for no reason.
I mean, well, if the rapture happens, then that also means that like everything else that it says that will happen in the Bible will happen, right? So
Yeah.
like just like basically that is a world-ending event.
And that's why I'm saying it would be very scary, because a lot of people would notice that's just happened. So now they're gonna have to, pretty much live the best lives that they can, and the best lives that they can is just stealing and going for it.
And just trying to
Electrocuted.
survive, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, but in that situation, like it will be scary for the people who are like down there, but the people who got raptured up, they're not going to be scared of it at all, you know. So
Well, it's just kind of the thing of if you were in that event and you didn't get raptured, this is the
okay,
world
okay,
rather than heaven. We're not talking about
okay.
fucking heaven, you know.
Okay, wait, it kind of depends. It kind of depends then. So like is your great sin that you that you were speeding or something, you know? Like
You
is
went
what made
5.
you bad?
You went 2
Your
miles over the limit.
your great
Oh
sin, Grussy.
no, I would say it's mainly the fact of anyone who has sinned. So someone who's sped for the reason of speeding rather than just speeding because they accidentally did it.
So
You know.
if you're just not a good guy, then
Yeah.
you get raptured.
Well,
Okay,
you don't get
that's
raptured.
okay. So well, in a situation like that, if you're a person who is just not a good guy, but you're not a bad guy either, then you'll have a terrible time, because you're not gonna live to, or you're not gonna learn to enjoy that kind of world, right? But
Yeah.
somebody who is an evil person, they're gonna live to enjoy a world like that.
And
So
almost every fucking world leader is most likely just going to be killed off, so that you would have no one to take over countries or anything like that.
yeah,
No
and
one
on
to control each other.
Yeah, and on top of that, you'd have to worry about like demons and like the whole planet, like fucking, you know, you
Going up in
because
flames, pretty much.
I don't remember exactly what it says in the Bible will happen after the rapture, but it's something along those lines.
So that's why I'm saying I think this would probably be the scariest one out of
And
all
then
of
you
them.
have Archangel Michael fly down and fucking murder you.
Don't worry, I'm V1. I got this. I'll parry
Just
anything he throws.
Harry.
Someone get a picture of Gabriel from fucking Ultra Kill and just put that in Scary.
Can someone just get a picture of V1 and put it there instead?
I was gonna
V1
do
looks cooler
this.
than Gabriel.
I
That
was gonna
looks.
do that.
That looks kind of cool.
Biblically accurate angel coming down to slay you because you you said fuck one too many times.
Man, we go into
You made it
fucking
one too many gay jokes without being gay.
straight to hell.
You said cunt, but you weren't Australian.
Oh my god, you're going to hell, Cake.
You looked at someone a little funny.
No, you don't get raptured because you were late to a funeral.
You didn't even clean your toothbrush.
You saw
you spit on the sidewalk, so you're going to hell.
You did
You
not
saw
brush
your-
for 2 minutes.
you saw your mom's boobs when you were a baby.
Oh my god, sinner.
That was sin.
Bro,
You
you were
still have
sucking
done
on your
fucking
mom's
your mouth.
titty? Bro.
You were sucking on those titties.
Bro, come on. Alright, so, okay, I don't think it's scary, though. Is it scary?
I'd say it's very scary for Earth anyway.
I say maybe because of, like, the potential. Because, like, on one hand, like, potential for... Like, because on the other hand, for right? Wait, can you get, like, okay, and this is the end, you could get raptured after the original rapturing happens? Is that the same case in this world?
No,
No,
it's
well,
just one
worst case,
rapture event.
worst case, right? Okay.
Because normally it's like if you refused everything
Okay.
the
I
demons
actually
were
have-
gonna
yeah,
do
because
and
there would be
shit.
like demons and
I actually
shit. Yeah,
have
okay, I
probably a
agree.
scenario that we all think is scary. Like it actually would be scary.
Oh my god, we
Is it
get
Toe throwing it
unlimited
back?
fanboys. Oh my god, I would love it. I would love it so much.
Anyway,
That is our scenario.
We all
Toe
get to
throwing
live
it back.
You know what?
Oh,
Actually,
no one would live this.
you know what? No, everything else pales in comparison. Nothing withstands the might. Everything else will fall because of this.
Oh, wait, no, you know what? No, you know what? Hold on.
He encompasses it all.
No, look.
I'll fix
He's
it.
a,
Don't worry.
he's a category 5
go.
hurricane.
Look,
No.
no. He's got his own
No, you
category.
No, he's got
multiplied.
his own tier.
He's got his own tier.
When the devil shivers when the nice toe gets angry.
It's even more dreadful than scary.
Toe yells,
Ooh.
"Release me!" and the world folds on itself.
I can imagine like we just hear this.
Release me!
Okay, there you go.
Well, no, like as he like screams, like the world is just shaking and crumbling, and like he
It's
just
heard.
no,
It's
we
heard
see just his
worldwide.
hand. We see just his hand like rise
Wait,
from the
wait,
very
okay.
ocean.
Relax,
No, you see
relax,
his big
everybody.
toe.
I will fix. Relax.
There you go.
Okay.
You
So,
don't see his hand. You see his big toe.
His foot is just emerging as I can hear him screaming, "Release me!"
Release me.
There you go.
I think
He's got his own tier now.
so. What about the tectonic plates literally ripping apart?
Ooh, so like a 2012 situation.
Oh, the super volcano that they said would like erupt like like a few years back, and it never did.
Yeah, but in a sense,
You talking about Vesuvius?
when tectonic
Okay,
plates
I'll be
split,
right
that's
back real
basically
quick.
I'll
the
be left
mantle
back.
saying. So pretty much when the
Toe
tectonic
is the
plates
scariest
rip
end of the
apart,
world. Yeah, like Toe emerging is fucking terrifying.
when the tectonic plates rip apart, right? Technically, that's just the mantle saying, "Fuck this shit, I'm leaving." You know, I won't be out this bitch. So in a sense, it's just kind of that thing of the entire world's just gonna end because we don't have anything to hold us anymore. Gravity is fucking gone. The atmosphere is fucking gone. I'm gonna keep saying fucking because now I want to go to hell. It sounds cooler, okay? But
No, there's not a bunch of demons that want to fuck you.
This is not Has Been Hotel.
although if I say I don't like sex,
They're
Anyway.
still not gonna fuck you. You're just gonna be in a burning pit.
Oh no, don't have sex with me. Ah, it's torture.
I don't like women. I don't like women.
You
no,
fucking you
I can't
hear
take
you
Five Guys. No.
you hear the fucking Hideaway song start like playing. It's like, uh-oh. What did I say?
You go into hell. You look over and you see verbal haze next to you.
Me when my 50k animation ruins me.
I mean, he took it in stride, okay? Let's be honest. He didn't take it that hard, did he?
He's fucking doubling down.
Okay, what's the next situation?
Then the next situation was basically the tectonic plates ripping
Okay,
apart.
right.
So it's basically just the mantle saying, "I'm about to explode."
I
I'm
think
about to
God considers the tectonic plates like his version of Beyblades.
No,
Maybe.
that's tornadoes and hurricanes.
Yeah, that is tornadoes. and
Let it rip. The idea
how long
of
does
it.
it actually take them?
What?
How long would it take for the mantle to just explode on us?
Wait, or what if his idea
Depends
of
on how hot it
Beyblades
already is.
car crashes?
Let it rip.
Like, would we just explode like a massive jawbreaker, like someone breaking through a jawbreaker?
Would we crunch or would we expand?
I feel
Well, I
like
mean,
it'd
it's not
expand out.
it's not the entire planet, right? It's just the tectonic plates.
That is the entire
Well,
planet.
tectonic plates.
No,
yeah,
isn't it
tectonic
like
plates.
just the outer crust?
Tectonic plates surround the entire world, pretty much.
I mean,
They're
yeah, I
just
know,
massive
I
things.
know it surrounds the entire world, but isn't it just like the layer of the outer crust and not like
I mean, if
not
it
like
still
the
splits,
inside of the planet?
that's literally just an entire planet's worth of molten lava going all around the planet.
Depends on how far it splits as well. Cause tectonic plates doing that shit, they do it all the time. They
Yeah.
because them getting closer to each other is what creates mountains. Them moving away is what creates valleys.
That's what I mean. If they all decided to just one day split apart, that means
Yeah, it was
none
like
of them touch
if
each other.
But
yeah, it's like
it would
if
tear the Earth apart. But here's the thing: they would tear and then crash into each other and make like a new form. It's not that we would get Pangea again, but it would just our landmass would change significantly.
That's what I mean. Humans would still be affected heavily. You know,
yeah, it's like there would be like obvious repercussions, especially depending on how
What
far they
happens
move
if
back
the
and then move
mantle?
back.
Okay, so kind of peeling back to the mantle. What happens if it just gets too hot and like it melts the tectonic plates?
Um, if if that if our planet got too hot, we
we'd burn
would
alive.
yeah, it was like we would have died like way before anything actually physically happens to the Earth, like it's splitting or anything like that, because it would just get too hot for anything to survive. Grass
Yeah.
would die off.
Humanity
Just
pursuing me
every
after I
Yeah,
eated
I mean,
all the tectonic plates. They called it crust.
also, wouldn't there be like a huge explosion because whenever it does get like super hot, there's like a buildup of pressure, and
yeah,
the release of that, like,
but we would die before it exploded.
So I'd
Like-
say if we went for the worst scenario, which is the scariest one, I'd probably say the one that tears apart like really far apart and then crashes back together. That would create earthquakes
Yeah,
to the
earthquakes,
highest of levels.
tsunamis, all
Tsunamis.
sorts of shit.
You'd also have a lot of heat generated because there's obviously molten rock
And
coming out of the sources.
depending on where it happens, it could also like either create more problems or it could like physically like destroy like major cities depending on where it happens. Because like when they crash back together, it creates a mountain. So depending on how hard they fucking crash, that shit may like take up like an entire fucking continent.
and it also might like, wouldn't it also form new tectonic plates too if they like break each other?
Yeah. It creates smaller ones.
Mom gave me a small plate. I'm not that small.
And then you could
Illusion's just coping.
you could also make it to where like say
What do you mean
say
I'm
if
coping?
if a tectonic plate event like that happened, it could possibly cause like another super disaster. Like for instance, their whole theory of like uh the Yellowstone super volcano or whatever. Like say the plates crash and it causes that to erupt. Like
That's
actually
that's a
erupt.
good point. Hold on, if the plates crashed like all simultaneously, do you think every volcano would erupt?
Probably.
Yeah,
Then
most
yeah, it
likely,
would be
'cause
like a
there'd be lot of
super
pressure.
disaster.
So, would we put that in A or would we put that in scary?
I would say scary because it would kill everybody. No one would live
Yeah.
that.
But yeah, and the reason why it would be scary is it would be instantaneous, or it wouldn't
We-
be instantaneous.
We would have
It-
no control over it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
the event would happen instantaneous, but the aftermath wouldn't.
Why
be
did you
instantaneous.
put like a gif of plates over the Titanic?
Titanic plates, bruh.
It's tectonic. The Titanic plates. Then all we gotta do is
Titanic
just drop
plates
some
is
ice on them.
scary, bruh.
Yeah, I was like, you could have gotten the same thing of like putting like just an image of a like piece of technology, and then like a image of like a tonic from like Red Dead, and then an image of a plate.
So, the next one,
I'm not that smart, bruh.
and I'm just gonna put the GIF down because you all are gonna instantly notice what it's gonna be.
Oh, that one's pretty good for tectonic plates too.
No,
What,
Ice
like
Age, Ice Age in general, a new Ice Age.
Oh shit.
Once again, we would most likely die from that like almost instantly.
I wouldn't think so. I think if we went underground, we should
I
be
mean,
fine.
Well,
if we
then we would
went
get buried
underground,
under the
maybe.
ice.
Yeah, it's like we'd be stuck down there. Also, if it's a new ice age, like fucking nothing grows anywhere.
Yeah, no sunlight.
Me on my
like,
way to
no
have another ice
oxygen.
sandwich.
Yeah, it's like you have a very low chance of getting like
But guys, free
Shit.
water.
Yeah, he
you
makes a good point
get,
there.
You get water. You're lucky if you see a fucking rabbit.
You're lucky if you see the snow because you eat it all.
Well, no, most animals would probably die off because they're not designed for it these days.
Okay, would humans though? I mean, I think if our technology progressed, like maybe like either 50 or 100 more years, then maybe we could survive.
Aren't each of these
worldwide
scenarios that we presented though? Isn't it just based on sudden onset?
Yeah, we're talking about like could happen tomorrow type shit, you know. So like if it was like 50 or 100 years from now, I think humanity would definitely have a shot at surviving it. But the way our technology is at the moment, we wouldn't survive for shit.
It would kill humans.
It would kill all humanity, yeah.
Yeah, like because like in Ice Age when it shows like people in it, it's like, oh yeah, they just have like fur coat
and spear.
That's not yeah. I was like, they have fur coat, pants, shirt, and it's like, oh yeah, that would not be warm enough.
Ugg, no need underpants. Ugg
Yeah.
have hair.
Besides,
Gru-
imagine no
Grug-
more video games, no more anime. Oh,
Grug have
I
rock.
would actually kill myself.
When
I
in
would-
doubt,
I would just
Grug
freeze
use
to
rock.
death.
Grug use rock on ice. Ice no exist when Grug use rock. Grug have idea.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Ooh.
Settle down.
Ooh.
man.
Ugg strike rock with other rock. Quick.
Ugg get killed
Create a
by
little
hand of
fire
Grug.
spirit.
Grug takes stick and rock and beat Ugg to death.
Okay. Next scenario. What are we doing?
Grug could do Grug shaker.
No, not the Grug shaker.
Who can do the Grug shaker?
This is how you grug a sand cake.
This how you Greg cake.
You
Oh,
got Ugg and Grug. They both have the Ugg shaker and the Grug shaker.
I'll get all the way down. All the way down.
Shut caveman ass up.
shut cave troll ass rug.
Ugg, shut your bitch ass up.
Don't tell me what to
Do you think
do.
cavemen like knew how to cuss?
Oh, definitely, bro. If they knew how to fucking draw and shit, they definitely
Yo.
did know.
Your ass look like Big Rock.
You Ugg gay. Ugg like other cavemen.
You look like a mammoth.
You woolly like mammoth, but not strong like one.
Earth mother fat like Big Mammal.
You
Your
smell
wife
like-
looked like big. Oh.
You date mammoth. I
You-
date saber cat.
I just imagine the you know the GTA meme, the Joe yee ass haircut,
Yeah.
but it's just like
Yo,
it just
dodo
came
ass
in.
haircut.
Yeah,
You-
get your ass
smell-
haircut.
Maybe if you have big stone, Ugg would good on your dick.
Yeah, you'd get some uggers on your dick.
Uggus on your spear.
Better yet.
Oh, better yet, maybe mammoth come to your cave.
Okay, next scenario.
We
In the
just-
past,
we have no-
cavemen developed time travel, and they come to the future to kill us all.
we have a.
Right?
Oh my god, my .357 Magnum. And that caveman try and throw me with that dollar store rug.
Yeah, that's instantly boring SCP. Like, cavemen
Dude,
would
oh
not
my
survive
God.
10
The
seconds in this
U.S.
one.
military would destroy.
Well, the U.S.
the
military.
caveman.
Okay, the U.S. military is a modern take on the caveman.
Well, you gotta think they also breathe different type of oxygen.
This
so they'd come into
reboot
our planet and start
sucks.
Choking.
This air smell like public poop area.
Where have smelled flavor before?
This air smelled like Ugg's wife.
Ugg's wife.
Shut up, Oog.
I have black rock, like my third wife. We don't talk about that.
Fucking Oog. Oog saw
Oh.
weird mammoth other day. No
Ooh,
nose,
ah.
just big.
What's Doug Shaker?
The grug shaker.
Like 3 times as much.
Are we just like? Is it the cave cast now?
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing, man. We're so off topic.
We have. It's probably because we have gotten every plausible idea in our mind out. So now we're
certainly there's
just
something
turning
else.
it into caveman talk.
There still was just like dinosaurs, but I guess you could technically say like the Ice Age thing would almost be like dinosaur.
We would,
Okay.
We would see like
I-
a
I've
massive
got-
light in the sky and it says respawning in 3, 2, 1, and then the dinosaurs respawn.
Okay. I've got a couple more situations. Okay. One, we have a raft-like situation where like just the whole world's nothing but ocean. You know,
So no one's go,
The Great Flood.
the Great Flood. Exactly. So, what do you think about that situation?
I'd survive
That-
but
that
The
would
thing
almost
is,
tie towards the rapture of it.
well, here's the thing: the flood, like the Great Flood, if it went in the Bible, right? Like it was the worst case scenario. It was on set over like a couple of days, was it not?
It's like
Like
it's
it wasn't
okay,
like instantly Noah woke up and then there was water everywhere. It was like a
Yeah,
couple
yeah,
of
it was
days.
like God was like, "Hey Noah, I'm going to flood this world.
Man, I gotta
You
pee
have
real
this.
quick.
You have this
Okay.
amount of. You have this amount of time to build a big boat, and then get two of every like animal, like one
What?
female, one male.
Honeypop 15 date? What? What?
What?
I don't understand. Evie, I don't understand. I'm
But
starting to think Evie is an AI.
but like the also the whole
Starting to think AV's just
situation,
on drugs.
the
Element
just like
surprise.
real quick, the whole situation of gathering like two of every animal. Where the fuck did he find some of the animals?
He found it under a rock in his back pockets in
It's
his
like
house.
because like
He found them from
there's
Odin.
easily yeah, it's like there's easily creatures that weren't like native to his area.
You think like he heard a knock on the door and it was like a donkey holding a stack of papers. It's like, I heard the ARC project had started. I'm here to apply to be on it.
No,
Please.
A fucking
because
panda shows up.
no, it all happened while it was like Pangea, you know.
Actually, come
No,
to think
that's
of
what
it,
it was.
that seems plausible.
Well, I mean, no, because the Pangea was like millions and billions of years before.
Yeah, that's why we didn't have any
Um,
dinosaurs on the ARC.
no, I'm saying no. Pangea was millions and billions years before like the Noah Ark thing.
Of course, there was dinosaurs in the Ark. Have you never heard of a chicken?
All right, buddy.
Dumb.
All right, starting
Uh,
vote to cake.
everything will eventually just evolve back into a crab.
I can already feel like my crabby instincts kicking in.
Dude,
I
I
have
would I
crab.
would hate everyone if I was a crab, dude. I wouldn't be happy about anything.
Yeah,
I mean, crabs
would we still be
hate
racist
everything
if it was Blue
anyways.
Lobster?
I'm for lobster.
But
I
crabs
would.
hate everything anyways. Have you ever seen like a crab just like eating like as much of its offspring as possible?
Have you ever seen
Oh,
the fuck, what's it called? Or like the crab with like the really big claw, crabby claw? What about coconut crabs? The fucking assholes.
I have no idea.
I
So,
crave human flesh.
well, coconut. Here's the thing: coconut crabs are like on tropical islands. This is off topic again, but it's fine. I'll explain this real quick. Coconut crabs are known for being blue and for having claws so strong they can break coconut shells.
Which they use as their shell.
Yep. And here's the other thing: coconut crabs are considered pests in those areas because they will just appear in people's houses.
Okay,
They're also aren't they kind of invasive because of the fact that
Yeah,
they'll just like
they're
devour
scavengers.
shit?
so the world gets taken over by blue crabs. How does that go?
Blue lobster jump scare.
Bang!
Okay, so the whole raft thing, kind of ridiculous, but I think it'd be scary, but I feel like we'd
We
be
would
able
have
to
no
figure
fish to
something out.
survive on.
And if it's like exactly like raft, oh, I sure do love my constant supply of random materials that so happen to be floating.
I just randomly
Oh,
encountered driftwood. Oh, metal
oh,
planks.
also the whole fucking situation of yeah, there's one shark that's apparently your problem. You kill that shark after like a few minutes, a new shark comes. They fucking sharks and orcas and shit would be on your ass.
Only 4 species of shark have ever been documented to go after humans.
No, I've had a fish.
Yeah, no, fucking, it's tiger sharks, bull sharks, great white sharks, and oh, what's the last one? I can't remember.
Orcas would be your biggest fucking problem though because they're assholes.
Dolphins are also assholes.
Well, I'm like
Dolphins
saying
are funny
like
though because they go ah, like they make the
orcas
funny dolphin sound.
orcas are like really strong and or they're really smart and they're pretty strong for their creature being like pretty fucking big and all that. Uh, but they're with their intelligence, if there's like a seal on top of like a sheet of ice, they have like tactics that they'll do to like get the seal off of the fucking ice by like
Right.
creating big waves that would tilt the ice or create a wave that would crash onto the ice to slide the seal, or if the thing's like if it's a certain size of ice they'll just like dive up onto it and like fucking tilt it towards them. but those fuckers, if they want to eat something, they will eat it.
Okay, I have another suggestion for a situation. Has anyone seen the movie called The Happening?
No.
No.
No. What about you, Grib?
I don't think so.
Okay,
What if we
so
all went blind?
basically the idea behind the situation is that nature kind of had enough of humanity, so like some toxins or something like that that come from plants it goes into our brains and forces us to kill ourselves.
Bird
You know?
box?
No, it's called The Happening. It's
Bird
called The Happening.
box. That sounds like
Okay.
a...
No, it's not Bird Box, right?
Why the boxes
Um,
into birds, anyways?
I forgot what the rules for The Happening was. Let's see.
This kind of sounds like the zombie thing again.
Does
But
it?
what
Kind of.
if we just became blind?
Well, simultaneously, we have lost our eyesight.
That wouldn't. I don't think that would end the world though.
It would cause a major setback, but
Yeah,
eventually we
it
would get
create.
used to it. It's like, ah,
Yeah,
whatever.
it's like it would create so many fucking problems to start with, just
Mhm.
because it's
Oh.
like, because well, we'd also have to like develop like a whole fucking probably new way of communicating at times, just because it's like, oh yeah, any written thing we have to completely reinvent, like
Yeah,
for the most part, because we couldn't like really recreate Braille easily
Mhm.
because we can't fucking see.
Yeah, dude, there would be so many things that change. Like for example, right? Beauty standards would fucking drop, right? Because
Oh, who
again,
would care?
who would care exactly,
It's like,
right?
it's like, are
Or why
you
you have a
blonde?
dick?
Are you blonde? Yeah.
Like
Okay, that's good enough for me.
like oh, are you 6 foot? Oh, that's so hot.
It's
You're
like,
A
why?
fucking
I
midget.
don't know.
Wait, I thought you said you were 6 foot.
Yeah,
People
if
wear
my
matter
bitch
porn.
if my
Yeah.
bitch ain't round and her skin feels soft and she's yeah, then
Yeah.
I don't want her, bro. I don't want her.
If I
I don't
can't
want that bitch.
blind.
If your pussy smell like wet monkey scalp, I do not want it.
Yeah.
What the
The
fuck?
fuck you mean? The fuck you mean you're married? The fucking
Yeah, no,
husband
so
sat right in front.
I am your husband. What are you talking about?
beauty standards would change, the way that or yeah, like really important news that is like shared like through like
Yeah, we won't be able to tell
news
the fucking weather.
articles. Exactly, dude.
Radio makes a comeback. Holy shit.
We wouldn't be able to use a lot of basically all forms of travel besides walking.
Mhm.
We would not be able to use a lot of the technology that we have today because it requires you to see.
Do you
Yeah,
think we would
also
start like we would develop
also
echolocation?
it would be complete
Maybe.
lawlessness too. Like if somebody committed a crime, all they'd have to do is just get quiet and just walk in a direction.
Where are you?
This is
Where
the
are you?
police! This is the police! Hands where I can...
You better not be moving.
Oh, no.
You better not be moving.
This is the police. Hands where I can see them. Oh, damn it.
Yeah, actually, do you think that like like whenever babies are born, they like staple like bells onto them or something like that?
Staple?
So that from that day forward, like they just know where you are, you know?
Okay, I'm gonna need you to push. Here's a thud in the background. Did you
Uh-oh.
do it?
Did you do it?
Wait, where's the operating table?
Wait,
But
this
also
is
like
my baby. This is holding a fucking rugby ball.
but the other thought of like the fucking police just like taser and it just fucking pulls out the actual fucking gun or vice versa.
Yeah, no, dude. Have you seen that meme where it's like a blind kid gets into a Braille Playboy magazine or something like that?
Oh my god!
No
he's like reading the
way!
Braille and he's like, oh.
What in the world?
Is it in
Hold on,
here?
let
I
me
don't
see
know.
if I
I
can
can't
find
feel
it.
it.
I don't know yet.
The amount of blindness jokes that we would make it to each other though would be really funny. It's like
Yeah.
it makes me think of like Avatar: The Last Airbender, the fucking jokes that
Oh.
Toph makes,
Oh yeah,
where
it's like,
where
oh
she,
my
like,
god, it's so dark, I can't see a thing.
or
Wow,
Look,
what a
look,
surprise.
look,
or
this is
or
Tokyo.
there
I
there's
can fucking see that.
Look,
there,
I'm about to
there's
share
a
my screen.
time.
I'm about to share my screen illusion. Show it to your stream.
Wasn't there like a time that like Toph was like, I love what you did with your hair, and and like they at first take it as a compliment. It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Look. Okay. Look. Look. It's so funny.
This is a limited edition Braille Playboy from 1977. The library. This is a limited edition Braille Playboy.
Oh, it's so good,
Fucking
dude.
damn.
It was it was not shown to the public.
Oh, it's so funny, dude. There you
Damn.
go. Damn.
Just god damn.
He said,
Damn.
damn. God damn it. Okay, here's another situation. What if everyone in the world was forcefully drowned in breast milk?
I
What would
just drink it
happen?
at all.
I just drink it all. No, the flood 2.0, but it's all breast milk.
The flood, but we're in the sea of cum.
No!
How's breast milk any better?
Because we actually drink it as babies.
Good point.
Yeah. All right, I think we're done.
Yeah, no, we're
Right.
just starting to like lose so much focus because we're.
I think we're running out.
I still think to this day of like some of the things that we consume on like a daily basis and shit.
Like cum.
It no, but just like who thought of it as the idea of like sees a chicken shit out an egg. It's like, I'm gonna eat that.
They looked
Or,
at the
like-
cow. They saw what the cow was doing. And was like, that looks pretty good.
No, and not only that, somebody had to figure out like, hey, I'm gonna get milk, let it expire, and then it's gonna turn into cheese. Or
What
something like
if
that.
or like same thing for like making flour.
Who
And,
looked
like,
at the wheat
bread.
and was like, I want to turn this into dust and like who
Uh,
wasn't did the person who made flour technically like have psychopathic tendencies? It's just he took it out on grass instead of people.
I grind up this wheat. I then proceeded to trip, and it all the dust landed in water, and it started solidifying. And then I started fucking around with it. Like, damn, this is like this is some interesting material.
I accidentally eated it and it didn't taste too good.
Yeah.
So then
dude, mean, like,
I
Oh,
heated it
is-
up and then it tasted really good.
I mean, the person who invented Kevlar armor, it was a woman who really wanted to shoot her husband. So she created Kevlar, and it's like it's shit like that where it's like, man, I love that we're so genius and like so like creative.
We're so incredibly creative with
The-
our insanity.
The first person that made glass. I love looking through sand. I just wish it was a bit clearer.
Yeah.
I wonder what would happen if I superheated it.
Oh my god.
If I heated it up to 800 degrees or so.
And then I pull
Yeah.
a 7 days to die strat and eat the broken glass.
Yeah, dude, and somebody like
Nice.
at some point somebody was like, "Hey, how about instead of attacking my enemies with sticks and wood, what if I used metal? Like what
What
It's
if I
like, this
use this
thing-
cool shiny rock?
This
Yeah.
thing hits really hard.
It hits really hard. It's pretty sharp too.
I have an idea. This thing could probably do some damage.
The first person to make a gun, it's like, I'm tired of putting in fucking arrows. I want to attack someone at range
They,
with
like-
this small lead ball.
Like their enemy comes in the room. It's like, what the hell do you have there, loser?
Wait,
It's like, check this out.
whoa.
Check this out.
Who do you think was the first femboy?
Okay, hang on. What that? Okay, hang on. Wait. Whoa, hang on. So first off, we're talking about
Whoa.
inventions, and then you're like, okay, first femboy, go.
there's also the motherfucker like who the first motherfucker to make the duck foot pistol. Like motherfucker was insane for thinking of this. It's like, oh yeah, I want this flintlock pistol that shoots in 4 directions at the same time.
Yeah, it was basically the predecessor to the shotgun.
Right. Okay.
It's just that the
But the
shotgun
thing-
beats the duck foot in every
Yeah, like
given
the-
instance.
Yeah, like the thing is the duck foot was in very specific directions that it could shoot in like straight lines.
You imagine Bugs Bunny like coming across someone wielding it? He would like whip all 4 barrels back to face the person holding it.
No, what I always wondered about those weapons is if you just like angle the gun downward, would the bullet just fall out? You know, like if you just like angled it a little too low, would the like metal ball just fall? And you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, like someone puts a flintlock point blank to your face and you just push it down slightly.
I feel like somehow the duck foot should never be shot like where the barrel is like horizontal. You should fucking hold the gun sideways to where it's a vertical line of bullets.
Oh my god.
Survive this,
my
bitch.
God.
The
Oh my
first
God.
instance of gangster fire.
Yeah, the gangster fire. Yeah.
The first drive by someone on a horse with a fucking duck foot.
Yeah.
You heathen.
So the duck
I
foot was
got
actually
the-
designed to be fired sideways like that, and it was created because they wanted to kill people that were climbing ladders. You know, so
Take aim.
That would actually be something logical. But no, it was originally just like, yeah, I want to shoot 4 people at once if they're in very specific spots.
It's like I stood left a little bit too wide, and then you missed your one chance of shooting me.
Yeah, then you have
Or
to
do you
reload
think-
all
or
4
do you
barrels to
think-
do it again.
Or do you think if you fired that weapon at somebody's chest like point blank, do you think it just like cut them in half? You know.
Maybe.
Yeah, I was like, I don't really know the strength of a musket ball.
It tore holes in people. I don't like that shock space toe grows.
The amount of damage that like muskets and stuff used to do was depending on like the combination of materials being like how much black powder did you use, or did you put in like a paper cap or some shit to like
Is it a steel ball or
No.
is it a...
yeah, it's like it depends on the ball, the powder, the loading method. A lot of shit comes in.
My hypothesis is that I am using a chlorophyte musket ball.
It will heat seek.
What if I chloroformed all the metal balls? You know, like you can't fire if your balls are asleep, loser.
Fucking they're snoozing.
My balls are
put
taking a
chlor-
snooze.
Yeah.
Put chloroform on your fucking sword, stab someone with it.
Yeah, somebody's threatening to shoot you with a flintlock, and you're like, oh yeah. And
Your
and then
bullets
you just,
are
like,
asleep.
You just go, oh yeah, bullets. Get a load of this chloroform.
Hey, smell this.
Smell this. Oh my god.
Like, oh, no one other than Aleutian has noticed.
I've
Shock space
noticed
grow.
toe.
Shock space grow.
How isn't there like really a smoke bomb that like was chloroform?
That's called tear gas.
Yeah.
It's not
Well-
tear gas. That's not what tear gas does.
Same thing.
Technically, it is tear gas because
Because like you do eventually pass out
What
from
about
it,
knockout gas, like anesthetics?
No, it's not
Yeah,
anesthetics.
yeah.
'Cause anesthetics only really numbs you. Doesn't really do that much. I can't remember what knockout gas is actually designed from.
So they took a rock, right? And they like clunked a human on the head, and then the air that surrounds that's what they sucked up for the knockout gas. Like this is the very essence of knockout.
we filtered knockout to its trace elements.
Which include rocks. Trace minerals. Alright, you think we've done enough him hawing around for a day?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we're done with the podcast episode.
However,
Wait.
there is a worthy announcement going on right now.
Ooh.
Y'all remember for tonight at 6:30, we will be bringing back the Ultra Realism series,
Oh shit.
and it will be featuring our classic cast and our classic roles. So I'm just saying,
Mr. Cake,
be there or be square.
Mr. Cake as guest. He will just be sat there playing Far Cry 5.
Me standing there as a triangle.
I am a square.
Triangle shaped body. But that's it, folks. Right? Wait, does anyone else have anything else worthy of mention?
I don't think
Uh,
I'm gonna
so.
guess that was a no. So
Yeah, I don't really have anything to add on.
Head empty. Don't really think that much about the end of world.
head empty,
Shouts
only
out
bullet.
to Aunt Jemima.
Yo, shout out to Shockspace Tove. Like that guy, I love that man. Hold on, let me do slash shout out. Shout out Shockspace Tove.
Head empty. Only think of prehistoric time.
It is time though that we all wrap it up, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes,
You all better
sir.
not flake on me with this outro bit, you know?
Okay.
Otherwise, I will remove you all.
Pug was happier in 3000 BC.
So, we appreciate you all tuning in, and we appreciate everyone who came out to watch. And without further ado,
Keep calm and grip on.
you got we got you good.
They got you.